Ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, non-binary pals, and a technical rainbow in between, this is Modular Media Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Chris Boinger, writer Gaston, and with me, of course, as always, is my tag team partner in this endeavor, Simeon, the Vacuuminator, Scott.
Hey everybody, what's going on?
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ, the thing's happening again.
What?
And with me, of course, Scott, as always, is my tag team partner in this endeavor, Simeon, the Vacuuminator, Scott.
Hey everybody, what's going on?
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ, the thing's happening again.
It looks fine on the stream.
Of course, Scott, as always, is my tag.
Are we? What?
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ, the thing's happening again.
What is happening?
It
looks fine on the stream.
Scott, as always, is my tag.
Are we? What?
Hold on.
I don't understand.
I don't either. I can hear it still.
What is happening? What can you hear?
I hear an echo. What do you fucking?
Oh.
I hear.
What?
Hold on.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
I've got my stream muted.
I can hear it still.
What is happening? What can?
Okay, let's see if that solves some of the issues. I don't hear anything yet.
Test. Am I echoing?
No, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Solve some of the issues. Nope, it's coming from your shared stream. That's where the audio is coming from.
Then I have to... Okay. Is it gone now?
Let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give it a second.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
No, I'm not hearing anything now.
Yeah, it's because I had the stream open. I forgot that... that was the problem last week, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was.
I can't just mute a YouTube video. The thing picks it up no matter what, which is fucking dumb. Oh, that's fucking dumb. I can't see the chat at all. I can't see you at all. They can see me, but I can't see them.
The way we did it last week was you had your phone.
Yeah, that's right. I did, didn't I? I completely forgot. It's been a whole ass week, everybody.
A whole ass week. What's a half ass week?
An ass where you only have one cheek in your pants. An ass where you only have one cheek in your pants. And I'm glad we played that twice. Let me, how do I mute this? How do I mute a stream on the thing? I'm glad we played that twice.
I mean, you figured it out last week.
I did, and now I can't. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
I'm just gonna pause the fucking stream. Fuck it. And I'll have the chat open. That's all we need. That's all we need. Everything's fine. We're fine here. How are you?
I'm good. I think we should explain some things first. Thing one.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties abound, folks.
Live, everybody.
2, as Dynamite is currently airing on Fridays and Saturdays right now due to being pushed off by the NBA playoffs, we have decided that instead of trying to do our post-watching everything style podcast, we're going to do live reactions for the next couple weeks until Dynamite returns to its regularly scheduled slot of Wednesdays. So we are going to be watching AEW Dynamite live, well, semi-live, as you can see underneath our pictures, it says live reactions on a delay. Yeah, animals. Basically, don't give us spoilers. We are watching it purposefully on a delay so we can better
Skip the commercials.
Skip commercials. Do that. But also, if we need to pause, we can pause. It's more flexible for us. You know, that whole rigmarole. I have tiny little Easter eggs.
Until the eventual wonderful day where we can both be in the same room doing this and we can be away from other people who would disturb us while we're doing this, we kind of need to be able to stop at a moment's notice.
Yep. So, in the meantime, Vac is in his satellite location. I am in mine with my dumb 90s shit.
I've got shit. I've got a beer. I got a beer. I'm gonna open the beer. And now it's officially time. We can hit the lights. We can get the pyro going. Let's start Dynamite, shall we?
Well, we need to watch the pre-show first. Or do you want to just jump into Dynamite?
I mean, that's up to you. You're the master of ceremonies here.
Fuck it, Dynamite. Let's do it.
Hell yeah!
What's going wrong? No foreplay.
That's Vincent's way. We're a little more gentle here.
And just be warned.
For the first time
Oh,
since Double or
Pinnacle
Nothing,
Mobile.
we are seeing the Pinnacle arrive here at Dynamite.
You will be hearing Dynamite somewhat coming in through. We'll try and limit it somewhat for y'all.
Let me half the volume.
I already took it down on my end, so you don't have to do it.
Okay. God, I love that the intro has different shots every week. Reminds me of watching Justice League Unlimited as a kid and going like, "Oh, that scene was from last week. That scene's from later in the episode. This is cool."
Hell yeah, we do, JR. We know what that means.
Oh, they're back to just the wrestlers setup.
I mean, it makes sense.
Also, I think this and next week are pre-taped.
Again, makes sense. It's a limit because of the limitations that they're in. Oh, are they officially joining Hardy Office?
It was foreshadowed on Dark, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what this is. Did Matt Hardy just say the meme?
Yeah.
Did he really just say that meme? Oh my god.
That year-old meme. I don't know why, but I thought his tights looked like bacon for a second.
Not similar colors to uncooked bacon.
Impact. Get it? Because he was an Impact.
Yes, yes, yes.
Here tonight, employing the services of Angelico, the South African submission wrestling savant, and he has employed Angelico with the express purpose of injuring Christian Cage to end Christian's in-ring career.
You know, it's sad when it's so obvious that a guy who has great abilities doesn't want to do the work himself. He wants others to step in for him.
Yeah, you're right, JR. Matt Hardy's such a great wrestler, but recently surrounded himself with a group to help him take...
This is just going to be a big showcase for Angelico the Wiggle Boy, huh?
Oh, very wiggly boy. But I also like how they integrated a highlighter yellow into their whole scheme, too.
Oh, yeah. Their gear has always been super dope.
A lot of people wouldn't agree with that statement. I do, but I'm just stating.
I mean, it took me a bit to warm up to it, definitely. But once I got it, I got it.
Because they're living monster cans.
Mm-hmm.
That's the gimmick.
Also, I have sugar-free cookies.
I have full sugar tiny eggs.
Ooh.
Talked about Angelico's pro wrestling journey before. Born in Johannesburg, South Africa, began wrestling in Europe, mainly in Spain. That is where he met Ultimo Dragon. He began training in submission wrestling in Mexico City under Negro Navarro. One of the premier technicians in all of Mexico, but that doesn't matter right now, guys. He's getting battered by Christian Cage.
I was about to say, Excalibur, keep expositing his backstory, his face backstory, as he's a heel getting beaten up.
And this is maybe not well served. Kind of uncharacteristic for Christian to take this kind of chance this early in a contest.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, the fact is, he had 7 years without wrestling. I guess he wants to maybe try some new things.
And Helico with an all-out assault on the left arm of Christian Cage, JR.
Big night tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty good night to be with us. Miro defending the
Oh, look at that! Look at all that wiggly boy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Beefy boy, they big, they hit. Wiggly boy,
Yeah.
they grab you.
And the Dark Order teams up with Hangman Page in our main event.
I mean, this really isn't my kind of wrestling, but it's a good way to, like, slowly get the show going.
The eponymous Team Taz will be joining us on commentary.
We also got a big announcement coming up. And if you're a longtime Horseman fan, you'll want to keep your eye on this one.
Cover here by Angelico, hook of the far leg. Christian Cage receiving quite a bit of punishment on those arms, the upper body by Angelico right here.
Angelico has gotten Christian out of Christian's rhythm. He's a step off. And that is I think, due to the unorthodox stylings and of these different.
And Helico looks like Ian Haycox from Smosh.
He can reach in submission.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's a little bit of a luchador at times.
He certainly is. He is
Not like right now, Ian.
the hybrid too. Because
Like old school Smosh Ian.
pro wrestling with Christian Cage.
Old school Smosh Ian with current Ian's hair.
He's clutching that arm close to his body, but Angelico may have baited him in for that Navarro
Chung,
choke roll.
chung, chung.
That's Angelico's finishing submission technique.
He got out of it, you're right.
With a PK to the shoulder.
Oh my god, I listened to the episode of the Smosh cast at work today where they explain about the whole, like, escaping out from under Defy's collapse thing. I had no idea that shit was going on back then. So it was like, whoa, this is fucking important YouTube history I completely missed out on and am now unearthing like it's an artifact.
Oh yeah. And now they're owned by Rhett and Link.
Mm-hmm. And Rhett and Link is one of those channels that I've never gotten into, but I've always respected for how revered it seems to be by a lot of people.
See, here's the thing. I watched classic Rhett and Link. Once they started focusing more on the Mythical Morning Show, that's when I kind of fell off. But that's when a lot of people jumped in. So it's like,
Interesting. So, in other words, you liked them when they had the potential to be Boingo Core, and then they got YouTube optimized, and you were like, yeah, this is dumb.
yeah, kind of.
Laying in those left hands across the jaw of Christian Cage.
He can do so many things, Excalibur. Wrestle, submission style, great impact with those left hands that time, right hand combination.
Angelico bringing the arm of Christian Cage. Christian engaging in a little hand fighting while he's seated on the top rope. And swings out to a reverse DDT. Landed Angelico with that one.
A beautiful counter by the veteran. Moves like that, the ability to guide a match that have made Christian Cage so successful.
I think they have more fans there. Well, I think the people around his ring is wrestlers. But, like,
Massive right hands and
there hasn't been people in front of the ring like that in a while.
drops Angelico.
Maybe it is because it's all pre-taped,
Oh.
you know?
Yeah, I was about to ask, have you seen the new arrivals on AEW Shop today?
No.
FTR has a new shirt that just says, Fear the Rest Hold.
Oh, God. I mean, they were friends with Randy back in the Fed.
Mm-hmm.
Don Callis on commentary.
Swinging a miss by Christian Cage. Angelico luring him in again, going after that arm.
Yeah, it's all. This whole match is Wiggly Boy shit, man.
Big mistake.
There's Flippy Boy and there's Wiggly
Which is
Boy.
neat.
Christian Cage.
I like it as an opening to a match, but when it's almost the entire match, which is what this seems to be, I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's fine.
mean,
It
Christian-
does its job.
Christian just did a diving headbutt.
Yeah, but that's like the biggest thing he's done all match. That's the most fucking millennial ass wrestling fan I've ever said. Wow. He didn't do a 450.
Man,
could've
there hasn't been a
sworn
single
someone
Canadian
was-
destroyer. Speaking of Canadian
sucks.
Destroyers, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla's coming back soon.
Oh my god, dude! I'm so excited to see the footage out of that show.
Oh, yeah. It's so nice to see AEW's feeder federation come back.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to put it that way, but at this point in time, with how many Pro Wrestling Guerrilla alumni are in AEW, and with Excalibur being a major part of it as well, and being a founder.
Excalibur just gets up in Tony's ear like,
Hey, could I just borrow Orange? Can I just borrow him for the weekend, please?
Does Excalibur still own part of PWG?
I think so.
What a tremendous back and forth matchup to kick off Dynamite. And Helico perhaps with a slight edge because he seems to have an answer for just about everything Christian throws at him, Tony.
Well,
I mean, in all the interviews he's done since joining AEW, whenever he gets asked about PWG, he always says, I am an owner present tense, not I was an owner past tense.
okay. I'm not saying like that's all PWG is going to be, is like, oh, here's all AEW's dark talent and that kind of stuff. But I can definitely see them going like, hey, that guy is really cool. Do you want to talk to him for us, Excalibur? Yeah, sure. I'll give him your number. That kind of thing.
Good scouting field, basically.
I mean, that's what fucking WWE did for fucking years.
Mm-hmm. You know what they say, if you make it to PWG, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
Helico staggered out towards center. Christian Cage diving European uppercut. Turning and Helico inside out.
Like, PWG still feels like the bit, like, that's indie wrestling, you know?
Yeah. That's like as close as indie wrestling gets to name brand wrestling.
Anything bigger than PWG, it feels like it's genuinely... Christian wins. Genuinely,
Hey.
like... It's not major leagues, but it's, like, right under it, you know? Like, WWE, AEW, New Japan, those are, like, the majors. AAA. And, like, right below it is, like, slightly smaller, but still major and impressive. That's Impact. That's Noah.
ROH.
Ring of Honor. MLW.
DDT.
DDT, yeah.
Yeah. Those are the minor leagues.
But it's not minor. It's just more of, like, yeah.
I thought the twisted fate would be it, but no, he's gonna do it again.
Oh no, he's looking for the leech. Matt Hardy's
Hey, Jungle Boy in street clothes.
contender for the AEW World Championship.
Matt Hardy or anybody else doesn't want any part of the Red Hot Jungle Boy right now.
Well, Jungle Boy, as you mentioned, got that world.
Oh, man, I saw a thing that was just like, oh, man, that'd be perfect if he ever wins the title. The main title. King of the Jungle, Jack Perry.
Oh.
What an incredible start to Friday Night Dynamite. But
Hey, look, Negative One's behind him.
championship is on.
Yeah.
Did you see why Negative One hasn't been on TV for a bit?
The stadium stamp.
Oh yeah, that's been a thing for a while. I think Amanda just has to keep Oh, Layla Hirsch tonight. Let's go.
And Nyla, come on. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. But like I think Amanda just has to remind wrestling fans every once in a while like he is a child and AEW is a privilege. He has to be getting good grades.
Yeah, no, it was just more of like she reconfirmed. Yeah, that's the reason why he wasn't sick or anything. It was just like, and I think that's adorable because everybody I saw was immediately like, yeah, no, good on you being a mom like that. We're proud of. We want him to have good grades too. We want him to do well in school.
Going to the next part now.
It's tunt.
All right, everyone, we are back here on Dynamite. I want to talk for just a second about next week. And we're talking about next week just a little bit early because we're going to have a debut next week. We're going to have a tag team match.
Ooh.
Solo teams with QT Marshall, or as he wants me to call him now, Marshall. And he will face the team of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and his partner will be making his AEW Dynamite debut, Brock Anderson, the son of Double A Arn Anderson.
Oh yeah, boy!
Holy shit, okay.
The American
Legacy, boy, legacy.
the coach Arn Anderson and
Legacy boys. Legacy boys. Legacy boys.
You know, Excalibur, for me, this becomes an even more special night.
It certainly does, JR.
You know, as much as I love Cody, I really wish he wouldn't do the preamble to his theme all the time. Like, that should just be a pay-per-view thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that long. It's like 5 seconds.
Mhm.
It speaks volumes about the tradition and the history of our great business.
And want to remind everybody that June is Pride Month, and in order to celebrate, you can get your exclusive Cody Rhodes Pride Month t-shirt at shopaew.com. The Cody Rhodes quality t-shirt.
There he is.
He's dressed like a 40-year-old man. God damn.
Right now throughout the month of June at Shop
The Anderson line is strong with this boy.
Yeah.
You also know how proud he must be right now that his son is taking the ring for his first pick at television spoke.
Brock Anderson, of course, training at the Nightmare Factory alongside Cody Rhodes.
God damn.
all right, boy, this is a big moment. Cody, glad to see you all smiling.
Imagine going back to the 80s and saying, oh, hey,
Program
the son of Dusty Rhodes and Arn Anderson are gonna fucking work together later.
next week on Dynamite.
The son of Dusty Rhodes is going to be Arn Anderson's apprentice, and Arn Anderson's son is going to be his apprentice.
Warren on third base. He's indeed going to steal home plate. He's going to step back up, and hopefully he hits a home run each and every time. It is an ungodly standards that some of these dads have set for us, but I haven't lied to you, and I'm not lying to you now. If anyone can do it, I think Brock Anderson can do it. Congratulations.
I like that vibe. He's taking this guy under his wing because the fathers leave such a big shadow.
And I also wouldn't mind a modicum of revenge myself, considering last week I did get beat by Anthony Agogo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Beat by Anthony. Hard.
Oh, hi, QT.
Beat by Anthony Agogo. Cody, I pinned you in the middle of the ring all by myself. Just like I'm out here right now, as you can see, all by myself. And enough with these vanity projects, this second generation nepotism. What? What, Brock? Do you want pyro too, huh? Hey, I got a better idea. How about we just bring you down right from the ceiling, huh? You know, I'm sick of this, Cody. And here's the deal. You've been... Hold on. Keep your mouth shut. I got the microphone here. Hey, you've been skipping guys like Camarado, neglecting athletes like Aaron Solo. This is how this whole thing started. So, Cody, I say we put an end to this, but we know what makes Cody Rhodes are the fans, right? No, not the IWC. I mean the actual paying customer.
Oh.
And when
That's the direction they're taking this feud. Okay.
by 7, Cody, I want a full house because I want to whoop your ass. And Cody, easy, man. I don't mean metaphorically. I mean literally whip your ass in a South Beach strap match.
What the fuck?
You want a strap match with me? Well, let's do a strap match right now. Let's do a strap match right now.
The bad blood between these two men runs so deep.
They're taking off their belts.
Oh!
Oh!
Don't hurt your daddy, boy.
And the referee corps coming out trying to restrain Brock Anderson. What a cheap shot on the legendary Arn Anderson.
What the fuck is special about a South Beach strap match?
They have to wax beforehand.
They just come out all shiny.
Brock Anderson.
So that's the direction they're taking this feud now. Hey, we heard you complain about all the Cody shit. So we're making
Here's
you...
someone complaining about all the Cody shit.
But right before they were about to hit the BTE trigger, an unlikely savior.
I mean, you can't say they're not listening to the fans.
Yeah! It's just, I have a feeling the fans didn't want to be listened to that way. Cause
Here come the boys.
Here comes the boys.
Oh, Penta back in the white gear.
Ooh, it looks nice.
JR, we've often said that the Young Bucks are the best tag team in the world, but last week here on Dynamite, these two men hung with them until the bitter end.
They really did match up very, very
Oh,
well.
hell yeah.
That shouldn't come as any surprise because the overwhelming talent that Penta and Pac had.
Tony, it took that intervention
Goddamn.
from Cutler in order for the Young Bucks to put away
Penta needs an iconic glove design so they can sell them like they do AJ Styles gloves.
Oh, yeah.
When is it going to stop for these guys?
Moxley's still out. No update on his condition.
So on Road 2, Eddie did this whole promo about how like he's like trying to protect the locker room because the Bucks sent Mox home. Oh, maybe this is more of it.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Even my best friend. But we're going to have to be together tonight to take out the greatest tag team in the world and their friend. Right, Pac?
Damn. Yeah, so that was not it. Eddie was basically going like, I'm trying to protect the locker room because the Bucks sent Mox home in a neck brace, and that's going to be the way his daughter sees him for the first time. Fuck that. Also, I don't care if I can't get along with those guys in the ring. I'm there to protect them, not to be their friend.
Oh my god, they both have that hair now. No, they don't. Okay. It's just with that hair and that beard, Nick looks like Matt a lot more.
Those headbands, man. Those headbands.
Is he on the shift level or higher?
Also, it's great to see the BTE champion getting featured on TV.
With a 4K camera, that's $1,500 camera.
the 4K camera and the jib, that steel jib, trying to injure the knee of the bastard Pac.
Well, Callis will figure a way to ride it off.
Oh, I guess it's windy in Jacksonville this week.
A little bit. What the fuck are you doing?
Jackson with that tremendously hideous hair.
Oh, hi, Don. Don's here, buddy. Don's here.
Or they're acknowledging the hideousness of the hair now.
Don, you know.
Where's the rest of the gang? This is great. Oh, always great to see you, Don.
Another Young Bucks victory celebration. I'm predicting it now.
I love how Penta just kind of like goes with the flow and it's like okay with Eddie again now.
What's going on?
Just go ahead and ring the bell, Don.
Because it's like, yeah, we had some rough patches, but we need to get this match done. So whatever, you're Eddie. I know you. But Pac's a little bastard.
Did you actually pay him? Does he earn a check?
He's getting paid with experience.
Hawk's like, really? We're dealing with this fucking guy again? He's like, yes, we will deal with this fucking guy again.
We just gotta win this match, and then we don't have to deal with him anymore, and we can just focus in on our stuff.
I want to remind you that AEW Dynamite returns to daily place.
Oh,
Are you sure we can't just get Ray back? Is Ray really that busy this week? Yes, he's doing a lot of shows in Mexico, okay?
we need
He's
to
got
keep
a family
some.
too.
We got some brand to keep up there.
Kenny Omega defends the AEW World Title against Jungle Boy.
No, I like how they don't have the tassels anymore.
I mean, they've still got something like it. They've got that
Fringe.
kind of fluff on their legs, but it's not like as active. It's very subtle now.
Yeah.
Look at Pac. I would love to get my claws into a talent like him.
Claws is the right word, Don. Oh, look at this.
Don becoming much more forthcoming.
Eddie Kingston wanted to get the
Kind of hilarious how they're just pretending like Brandon Cutler can't wrestle, even though he did like 1 billion matches on Dark.
No, I think it's because he's partially injured right now.
Mm.
I think that's the idea. Like, I don't want to be any more injured. Also, I want to try and keep the Bucks as happy as possible, and I can't film their shit while I'm injured.
Mm.
Though that is me reading a lot into it, and it's not necessarily... I just saw the nut shot.
Yeah. I mean, you also aren't watching BT where it's much more like an indentured servant kind of thing.
Yeah.
Unless he's defending the BT champion and he's like, hey, I'm the hottest shit on earth. I'm the BT savior right now.
He knocked all the hair off his chest. It's in the third row right now.
I don't think there was ever any there to begin with, but you could be right. And you notice that the Young Bucks making no effort to
What?
save their supposed friend
What was it when Cody had that mask on?
I think that was like a later part of Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Disfigured.
Where he became, yeah, where he was he thought he was disfigured and he was obsessed with his looks.
It was the Dr. Doom gimmick.
cover here. Just a 2 count for Eddie Kingston. Our official sponsor, State Farm, is all about offering
Official sponsor, State Farm.
check out the surprise.
Yeah, are you part of the elite fleet?
Jesus fucking
I get emails about that like every other week, and I'm like, no thanks.
Please don't.
Cutler's still got to wash the floors at the dojo after this.
The dojo. The fucking Bucks have a fucking dojo. Kenny has a dojo, I mean.
I mean, the Bucks do have a garage. It's like a garage gym, but it's like a outbuilding between their 2 houses, and also Brandon trains there.
Didn't SCU also do some stuff there too?
I think so, yeah.
At least during the height of the quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Ooh, we
new
got a new
2-point show.
2-point show coming up.
Ayo, video games.
Yeah, what did they used to call that? Stereo?
In the worst way.
Yeah.
Now, it's almost who wants to come in and get some.
Matt Jackson charges in. Hip
Oh, I watched Aubrey and Lance on Outside the Ring earlier today. That was good shit.
Good. Fucking hell.
Pac doing the Bucks' pose is probably gonna be a gif.
Oh, probably. Because also his face was just excellent of, like, Jesus Christ.
tripped over his own feet getting in the ring.
round kick followed up by the soul butt there from Pac. Oh, this Nick Jackson sweeping out the leg of Pac.
This is prime slimy Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
But Matt Jackson flying in with a drop kick.
The Young Bucks now in control. It's a familiar theme in these matches, gentlemen. They're sending a message. I know this very well, Don. They're sending a message.
Well, this trio's tag team match will continue in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere.
All that matters in the playoffs on TNT is what you do next.
It's my freaking progress. What the hell?
It's all about that next shot, next stop, next opponent, next moment.
Okay, so this picture-in-picture goes until the next part.
Yeah. We don't really watch picture-in-picture, folks, if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
It's just more commercials. And we don't vibe with commercials. Unless they're
Yeah,
commercials for our other content. Go watch Twit and Modular Component.
We're a little strapped for stuff to say during the matches themselves. So, picture-in-picture is like,
Well, I mean, we're trying. We're also just enjoying the show.
Showing some signs of life here.
This is MMWP on chill mode. not serious analyst mode.
Matt Jackson looking for the swinging DDT.
If you want some serious analysts, come back and check us out on Monday and see a new episode of No Prize Podcast.
Yeah, we'll be talking about the first episode of the new Disney Plus MCU series, Loki, starring Tom Hiddleston as Loki and Owen Wilson as Redacted.
It's not redacted.
I mean, they kind of treated it like a spoiler. They didn't reveal the name of the character until like 2 days before the episode came out.
It's always been dude. He plays Mobius. The only.
Yeah.
That's the only known time agent in Marvel Comics. Because that's the only time agent in Marvel Comics. Because you know the whole joke about the TVA, right?
Yeah, and we'll explain it on No Prize Podcast.
Fine. I won't
Listen to our utter shit.
It feels like you're just telling me don't talk about Marvel right now, bitch.
No, I would never do that. I would never ask you to stop talking about Marvel.
Marvel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Cutler, you done did it dangerous.
Well, that's another 9 months on the shelf there, Brandon.
What the fuck was that laugh, bud?
That's my laugh.
It looks like
them, anyway.
It looks like Penta has just a giant hole in the back of his gear.
It does. What is that design?
I think it's just like it's a golden design, but it matches his skin tone just a little bit.
Driving East Strike, yeah, JR, this is a 20-minute time limit match. We have crossed the 10-minute mark just now. But if Pac hits the black arrow, say it'll last about 3 seconds longer.
What? He tried to hit him with the camera again, but Eddie stopped him.
Heads up play there by Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston
Don't get into a fist fight with Kingston. We know that.
laying in those chops. Sends Nick Jackson to the rope, swinging a miss. Kingston gets leveled by Nick Jackson.
How great is Nick Jackson?
Swinging a miss there by Nick Jackson. Penta doubles him over. Sends Nick into... No, does not. Comes around.
Great counter.
Tremendous arm drag there by Penta.
I love creative.
It's Cero Miedo. Okay.
Oh man, I love creative arm drag spots. Because it's just so simple, the finishing move, but just doing everything to get to the fun part is just like fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Brutalizer on Matt Jackson.
And everybody's on the outside. Oh, fuck off, Nick. Oh, they're doing the thing. They're doing the spot again. Or Pac won't let go.
Great move by Eddie Kingston.
Kingston pleading with Pac.
Come on, with the power of friendship.
Oh, hell yeah, Pac went along. I love this.
And then he gives him the thumbs up.
Oh my god. Oh, that would have been such a great ending.
Super kick intercepted there by Pac. Pac, oh!
Oh, they are, man. They're on the around the spine. He walked into that.
Oh no.
Now the Young Bucks setting up Pac.
I thought they were going to do for a Meltzer.
From Nick Jackson and Cutler. The tag out to Brandon.
Oh my god, if Brandon gets the pin.
Oh, Pac moves up. Nobody there. Crashing and burn.
Oh, hell yeah.
Eddie Kingston levels Brandon Cutler.
Cutler shoulders are down.
Hell yeah. Eddie being a good friend. I love Eddie as a good friend.
Eddie Kingston, friend to all wrestlers.
Squats back at the
Eddie Kingston is shaped like a friend. Have you never heard of that? Is shaped like a friend?
No, I've never heard that, but that's a great way to describe his figure.
No, it's been used to describe like Kirby. And in like fan communities that deal with like that are like friends of Kirby, that like Kirby. They use that phrase kind of like the best friends community uses all the time. Eddie Kingston, Kazarian, I will work with you, but there's one condition you have to follow. You have to wear camo pants. Why? Because I miss my partner seeing my partner in camo pants.
He's pulling a Batman, making him dress like the last Robin.
Kazarian looks good with a fucking beard.
With a beard and the street clothes, man, he looks like fucking action movie star, man.
Yeah, no, Kazarian looks fucking looks good. Also, like Luke Gallows in the fucking tie-dye.
Michael Kurosawa.
Side of AEW, the pawn job to take the belt off of Kenny Omega. See, we got the raw footage, and we are going to blow the lid off this conspiracy. Arm punch delivered.
Gallus just bolted out of here like he was struck by electricity.
The conspiracy to screw Kenny Omega out of the AEW World Title.
It's this video package.
It's the... Oh!
God! Oh my god!
God damn, that's excellent comedy writing. Oh god, that's good.
Little kid! That was fucking brilliant. Legitimately, that was the best thing ever.
But is it the Pinnacle? Oh, they're purple. Purple Pinnacle.
You haven't noticed that yet? That's kind of their color.
No, I just like the vibe of it. It's good. Oh man, I just thought of a cool direction you could eventually take MJF.
Oh my god, Wardlow's shirt.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. But imagine like MJF kind of being like a Green Goblin, of like he's well put together, but the second something goes wrong, he just goes fucking insane.
Yeah.
Or is that already Sean Spears? Ooh, that is a good shirt.
Ooh, Dax on the mic.
That's okay, because that match wasn't designed for men like us. All right, Santana Ortiz's message is to you. You guys gave us a hell of a fight. You gave us a hell of a fight in the middle of all the chaos. Something clicked in my brain. Something clicked in my brain, and that is that the four of us.
What the fuck?
Can't wait to hear this.
Let's skip ahead a little bit.
So it goes without saying that I guess Stadium Stampede didn't go the way that we wanted.
I like how his mustache. I like how his mustache kind of blends into the mic.
It totally does.
This Mike Hagar looking motherfucker.
In the middle of all the chaos, something clicked in my brain. Something clicked in my brain, and that is that the four of us, we ain't that different. Yeah, we're a couple of hard-nosed Carolina boys, and you guys are streetwise from the Bronx. But that's about where the differences end. We both came from nothing. We both overcame adversity, and we both made something of ourselves. But you guys,
I like how MJF is like straight up villain, but the rest of the inner circle's kind of like anti-hero.
No, we worked hard to get here, damn it, and we deserve respect. And MJF's just like, yeah, sure you do. Great, keep fighting my battles for me.
Yeah.
I've got to take care of, and most importantly, I have a bank account that I have to fill up.
For me? I don't have
God damn, that 70s ass line. I have a bank account to fill up, man.
either one of yours. It's been 2 years, and you have still not won the AEW World Tag Team titles. You know why? Because the biggest difference between us and you, the Pinnacle, we're family. We work together to build our legacy. But you're happy being a footnote in somebody else's.
Ooh.
We accept. Sammy, you gave your.
Oh my god, this format for a promo is so good!
And last week, Jericho of all people called you the hero? The hero? Why? Because you got lucky? Because you wear a fanny pack and have a vlog? Or maybe it's because you do crazy, outlandish moves. Throw caution to the wind. That doesn't make you a hero, Sammy. That makes you nothing more than a glorified indie wrestler. This is what professionals look like. This is what a professional looks like.
To the man with the top knot.
I'm the hero. We ain't finished. No.
I love
Okay, Sean,
anger
it's okay,
issues.
you said your thing.
I love anger issues Sean. He's best Sean.
Mm-hmm.
You're truly obsessed with me, aren't you?
Why does Wardlow look like Casey Neistat?
That you need me.
Wardlow looks like fucking Dawkins.
Holy shit, we got our Dawkins for our X-Men movie. No, he needs to be Japanese. He needs to be half Japanese.
Keep this going, I'm here for it. So what do? You invite me to your comfort zone because you know you could never beat me in this ring? You've invited me to step into your world. Well, Hager,
I mean, Wardlow could pull it off given some of the stuff he's done on BT with the Dark Order.
a freezer, a football field, or an octagon. When you're standing across from me, you're always in Wardlow's world. I accept.
Wardlow's World, new show coming to ABC Family.
Wardlow's World. What's the dude? What's the dude who had like has massive OCDs and a judge on America's Got Talent that had a kids cartoon in the early '90s?
So young, so fast, that's daunting. That's pressure.
Howie Mandel.
idea.
Howie Mandel.
You will never be the best.
Howie's World.
Which brings me to you, Chris Jericho. You know, I actually grew up idolizing you, Chris. I watched every match, every promo, read every.
He looks like Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho.
The year is
It does, yeah.
Urameshi.
double or nothing rally.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
On that stage, I walk to the back, I turn around, and then boom.
Sorry for my shitty Kuwabara impression.
There he was, man.
It's okay.
Power walking by me. There walked my idol, Chris Jericho.
God damn it, Kuwabara!
Beaten a million miles
My use case a little better.
I knew I was gonna have the opportunity
Not by much.
to work with you, Chris.
I'm not a voice actor, folks. Though if you want to hire me,
You, Chris, and that should
sure.
have been a dream,
I won't say no.
but it wasn't.
He does need money.
It wasn't, and I couldn't figure out why, and that haunted me at night until it hit me. I had spent all this time idolizing a false god. I thought you were gonna be larger than life, Chris, but turns out you were just like everyone else. Not even remotely on my level. I've already beaten you twice. I got nothing to prove to the fans, and I damn sure got nothing to prove to you. Your match request is denied, bud.
Oh man, I love that. How every one of them just accepted.
Sammy Guevara. Sammy, I'd love to stand here and pretend I was shocked at the fact that you let Chris Jericho speak on your behalf about our little rivalry. But I wasn't. And that's not just because I think you're a chicken shit. But that's because if I were you,
I wonder if they're doing this kind of transition Chris Jericho into a more of a managerial role and have Sammy kind of be the leader, the face of Inner Circle.
That'd be fine, but I feel like they'd have to bring in another member.
Yeah, but I'm not saying this is like how they're ending. They're ending.
Oh. He's there.
Hey, really, Max? Are we gonna go through this again? I mean, we already know how this movie ends, right? You know what happens Inner Circle what we want, right? But I guess you bested us once again with another brilliant soliloquy. Great job. You can brag about it all night long with your little buddies as you're walking home.
Oh, they bought that limo.
Ooh, boy. Ooh.
Yeah. Inner Circle is just our generation's DX, aren't they?
I wouldn't say they're DX.
Inner Circle demolishing the Pinnacle limousine.
I hope you're ready to walk home. Look at tail. That's gonna cost you.
What did he poke it with?
I don't know. It looked just like a knife. You know what would have been better? If they had axes. Axes would have left like cool gashes.
Yeah.
Security! This is our property! This is illegal!
This is our property!
Look at one just standing there fuming.
What is Jake Hager doing here?
Oh.
That's a profile picture.
Oh my God, a forklift.
Ooh. Is he just gonna ram it?
Let's go. Yeah.
Oh! That looks sick.
Oh, he's lifting it.
Okay, there's no engine in that. There's no.
Yeah. Yeah, that forklift would be like off its back wheels. And I speak from experience.
You are an experienced forklifter.
Intermediate.
Oh, what a moment. Never gonna forget this one, guys.
That's sick. Okay, scratch what I said about axes. Yeah, we didn't need them.
Yeah, there's a reason they didn't bring the axes. God, Sean's face is so fucking good.
God damn, this is the Sean Spears we've been wanting for since he said he was joining AEW.
Because I know the face he's making. Back when I really had trouble with anger management, that's a face I would regularly make of, I can't get pissed off right now, but god damn it, I'm pissed off.
God damn. I love how Hager's just like scrunched up, controlling that forklift.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of room in those things, is there?
No, it's very much like a little X-wing cockpit kind of situation.
It's a little go-kart.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Part 4, I believe, is next.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
No, my house shook and I was trying to figure out what the fuck it was.
The Earth? Krakoa is waking up?
Scorpio and Ethan. Next week, I'm not replacing Sting. I want this to be a handicap match.
Ooh.
Sting, please. Listen to me.
Dad. You don't need to come.
Grandpa.
Home so you can have a handicap. Listen. Just stay home. I don't want you to even. You know what I'm not stupid.
This is the first time we've really seen them talk to each other.
You got the win at Double or Nothing. I want to prove to both of them. I don't need you, Sting.
You got nothing to prove. You were the TNT champion when I walked in the door. You accomplished everything you accomplished before I walked in the door. You're who you are because you're Darby, not because of Sting. We both won.
It's not about that. Just stay home. This one time, please.
I don't want the legend I look up to get more hurt.
I'm not coming.
I love you, son. You're a good boy. You don't need to prove yourself. But I want to prove myself, Dad!
You know I respect the hell out of you, dude.
Yeah.
That was legitimately great.
Yeah.
Finally getting to see what that relationship really is.
Decisions are what led to Darby Allin becoming TNT champion. And speaking of which, let's take a look back at the connection between Dark
Oh, this isn't going to be the main event?
and the TNT championship.
I wonder what is that.
A leader to all of us. He was a friend to me for over 15 years. We shared many car rides to many of the independents. We would constantly call each other. He would send me pictures of his family. He was one of my best friends. And he meant the world to me. I'd be elated if any single member of the Dark Order were to win the TNT championship. But selfishly, I wanted to be me. It would validate the 17 years that I've taken to get to this point. That I scratched and clawed to get to All Elite Wrestling. I want to be the one who brings pride to the Dark Order. I want to be the one who brings back the championship. And I want to make him, Mr. Bogali, proud of me. Miro, you're going to find out just how devious I can be.
Yeah, it is next. Weird.
Babyface Evil Uno is good shit.
Yeah, because it's also like... It's like... End of Ragnarok Loki, good guy.
-1!
Yo, he got his grades up, boy.
Smart kid, smart kid, smart kid.
Oh, man. Yo, Colt Cabana was on the latest episode of Mania. I only started watching it, but like, he was good lad in that.
Nice.
They were doing the Price is Right round, and one of the things Adam pulled up was a replica of the Andy Kaufman shirt he did when he wrestled women. That was on eBay, and when Colt Cabana saw that, he was like, "Hey, by the way, if you buy the official one on Pro Wrestling Tees, Andy Kaufman's family get all the proceeds. So if you want that shirt, go there and get it." And everybody was like, yeah, that's the way you should do it. Do it that, guys. It's really nice.
What a good boy.
Really sweet. Also, they pulled up a couple. They pulled up Colt's independent toy when he was still a major on the Indies.
His FTC.
Yeah. And Colt was like, "Well, if it's the same one I think it is, I looked it up like a couple weeks ago, and it should be this price." And Adam was like, "It's exactly that price." It wasn't like a cheap figure. It was like $100 some odd, I think.
Yeah, because those FTCs are super limited.
Yeah. Also, there was like a Chase variant Darby, and it was like $750.
Mm-hmm. Those fucking AEW figs are exploding, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to remind everybody that tickets are on sale right now for the AEW Dynamite Welcome Back Tour. Our first stop is on Wednesday.
Ooh, that's a good name.
Miami, Florida for Road.
Yeah.
And then we head to the great state of Texas for
Hell yeah, Fighter Fat!
They're theming all the up-and-coming Dynamites. Holy shit.
That's sick. I dig that. I dig it. It's the Welcome Back Tour. Oh, Fight for the Fallen. Oh, I'm a little sad that's not a Jacksonville exclusive, but...
I opted not to go for tickets at the North Carolina show, by the way, just because I'm transitioning jobs right now, and I don't want to spend any more money than I need to.
Right. It's understandable. Speaking of spending money, I found a thing that transfers like HD signal into USB-C, so you can use your laptop as a monitor for like your Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And it's only like 40-something bucks, so. And you can also use it to stream, so I don't know. Also, I found another thing for like 10 to 15 bucks that was like AV to HDMI that you could plug into it. So maybe I could transfer this JoJo VHS I have that I've been meaning to do for like years.
I love how Uno's current gear kind of looks like a emo version of a 90s Taco Bell.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh, and Evil Uno being confused at all the fans being supportive. What's going on here? I'm Evil Uno. You're not supposed to be cheering me. Even Uno dressed like the intro to Kamen Rider Ryuki.
It's not your average chocolate bar.
There's a video clip I posted to Buster Core's private Discord server. Flippity flopping of a Guilty Gear fighting, and they break a wall, and it just transfers into Ryuki. This is great.
Oh, I love that meme.
I love how the two versions of that meme are both things we're both into. It's Kamen Rider Ryuki and Edge.
Mm-hmm.
You think you know me? Understand.
Particularly.
Very physical performance by Miro. He doesn't do a lot of wasted motion things. Doesn't take a lot of unnecessary chances. Stu Grayson and Alan Angel in the Dark Order. They have to hopefully get their man back in the game.
God damn. Stu Grayson looking like a mini Stone Cold.
Yeah.
It's partially just because he's a buff dude who's bald, but like
when he's got the jeans and the shirt.
When he was on the ground on his knees and hands and knees, he looked kind of Stone Coldy.
Oh!
Come on, fight him, Five.
I'm being like, oh fuck, oh shit.
Come on, Scrappy Doo. Come on, be Oh, come on, Five.
They come back with John.
They come back with John and Colt.
Dad.
Alex Reynolds comes along because like I feel like I need to help. I'm surprised they have like. I mean this in the best possible way. I feel like Alex Reynolds is the sexy one of the guys. Like John Silver's the beefy sex appeal. Alex Reynolds is like
they play him up as the hair guy on BTE. So,
but you know what I mean. Like he has that kind of like.
Oh man.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Kicks out at 1.
What if? What if?
Here they come!
They got all the boys.
Kudasai! You know, I don't think they'd go this way, and I definitely don't want them to do it at this point, because they gave a great explanation for why they kept the name. But I had an idea the other day of if they wanted to turn them completely 100% face, they could have renamed the Dark Order to the League of Light.
Oh man, a couple good close counts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
God damn.
Oh.
Oh, man. That's heartbreaking.
Your heart's in the right place, Duno, but you're just not the guy.
You, like, it's not a move you can... That's good. Oh! Mocking the child.
And Ten just puts his hand over him.
Oh. Oh, -1. playing it. Oh, they're all doing so good.
And just like, I got next.
Oh man, that's
fucking great playing with the heartstrings right there.
goddamn. Can't wait to see what the first major feud of the belt's going to be. Because it seems like they're just in a holding back. Is it on... Oh, man. So many things you can do. Package for Andrade.
Man. This is giving me kind of like NXT EC3 vibes. But like with that gangster twinge to it, I dig it.
Yeah. El Idolo. Face of
Latinos, okay. With the fucking leather gloves too. And the white pinstripe suit.
Ooh, sit down with JR next Friday. Boy. It's going to be sick. Really showcase Andrade's new English skills.
Yeah, let's go.
Thanks for the investment, WWE. AEW's going to use it a lot.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine if it's fucking Triple H and JR 2.0. Kenny and Don coming out to talk to Tony. Schiavone.
No, it'd be funny if Kenny also said Schiavone and it's just a Winnipeg thing.
That is a great suit on Kenny, man.
He looks like the final boss of an SNK fighter in the mid-90s.
Legitimately, Jazzwares at this point, I think, could get away with putting out some suited characters.
Oh, very much so.
Cody, Brody Lee, and like, there's at least two or three different Kenny suits I'd want.
Anything MJF. What the fuck is Kenny wearing around his neck?
It's a necklace.
Is it amber?
I think so. Ooh, excuse me.
20 men, we overcame an AEW conspiracy that reaches to the highest level. A con job of epic proportions to take that belt.
A con job. Oh my god, that's an amazing pun.
No, as time's gone by, the AEW logo in the middle of it has kind of faded a little bit, and it looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't just look like the fucking logo on it. It's kind of turned into an abstract shape, which fits really well. Until, like, the light hits it right, you know?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to sell this match like Jungle Boy is supposed to be some kind of incredible challenger. Someone who's the #1 contender for the most protected, the most prestigious prize in all of professional wrestling. And guess what? And guess what? And guess what? I can't bring myself to say anything disparaging about you, Jungle Boy. When I look upon you, when I look at those long, flowing golden locks, when I look at that underwear model-esque body of yours, I see a little bit of young Kenny Omega. In fact, I quite respect you.
Kenny legit putting over Jungle Boy, okay.
But there's something that's missing, something that I just can't put my finger on.
He doesn't play enough video games.
Please share with me, share with the world. What in the heck is Jungle Boy missing?
You're right, he's got everything. Everything except one thing. You got it all, Jungle Boy, but unfortunately for you, you don't have the guts to get in the ring.
Hey.
I love how AEW is able to make these non-threatening songs just like immediately like, oh, this is the prelude to a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing. You can make like a badass song and you can go like, oh yeah, that was a badass. But it takes a real badass to make a synthy poppy 80s pop hit into a badass banger.
It's because it's a party anthem, and you're at a wrestling show to have fun. So when somebody comes out and starts shitting on everything and being an asshole, the moment the party picks back up again, you're like, fuck yeah, this is our guy.
See, I'm just as surprised as each and every one of you because I've never known you to be a promo guy. I've never known you to really talk at any point in time, to even have any kind of confidence to step in front of a champion. It looks like you have something that you'd like to say. But in fact, I know you have absolutely nothing to say because you don't have the guts, as Mr. Calla said, and quite frankly, standing in front of what is a wrestling god. What is it that you could do? Are you going to lay your hands on me before the big match? Are we going to get to a battle of wits? Are you going to engage in the greatest promo in all of professional wrestling live on television? I don't think you are. Mr. Callis, who in the heck is better on this microphone than me?
Nobody!
You gosh darn right no one's better than me. So Jungle Boy, if you got something
Was that a Breaking Bad reference?
so you better
I think so.
get it out and get it out.
I don't know. I never watched Breaking Bad.
I'm getting a little frazzled. I'm getting a little pissed off.
I mean, I don't think Kenny has either. That one is just a meme.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
You talk way too much.
You talk too much. You never shut up.
Yeah, baby's got a point.
Oh, Kenny Omega goes for a cheap shot. Omega trying to gain this advantage here.
And Tony Schiavone, I'm slowly getting out of here.
The AEW title now. Omega raking the eyes, going fingers deep in the eyes of Jungle
I
Boy.
like the contrast between the light powder blue and the kind of vibrant pink. It's not hot pink, it's vibrant.
Unhinged Kenny Omega. Sending Jungle Boy into the ropes. Jungle Boy drops it, sweeps out the leg of Kenny Omega. He's looking for the snare trap.
Oh, this is gonna be a good match.
The Buckies are there.
Saving his ass again.
Buck boss.
I'll tell you something. This tells me all I need to know.
Where's Luchasaurus and Marco?
Are highly concerned about the Jungle
We're doing a dark match this week. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
No one has escaped the snare trap. If Jungle Boy locks that in on Saturday Night Dynamite, we could see.
Oh man, I love how they're setting it up. It's Snare Trap versus One Winged Angel. Whoever can get their finisher on first.
From Jade Cargill and her representation.
Ooh, Jake Cargill promo. Let's go.
And Sterling.
We are thrilled to announce that the monetization plan is in full effect. And actually, Jade's marketing revenues are already up 43% across the board. And now that I'm on the team, and the law offices of Mark Sterling is on the case, we've stripped away all the freeloaders, the hangers-on, and the bamboozlers. Jade has a family to feed, and we're going to make sure that family is fed for years to come. That family has expensive taste. She's already a star in the wrestling business in less than a year, and we're going to make sure that she's a household name across all media.
First thing that we need to capitalize off of, Mark, is my catchphrase. These women can't keep it out of their mouth.
I agree. I love the catchphrase, that B word, it's great. And since we get residuals every time you use it, why don't you tell them why you're a star?
Because I'm...
God, Mark Sterling is just like the most capitalism-loving character in wrestling. You should fucking hire him for your parodies.
Like, oh man, I love that. It was just good fucking work. I dig that. I also dig how they're going into cynical, like, influencer angle.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite. Earlier this evening, we heard Darby Allin accept the challenge of Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Let's hear from both of those men right now.
Darby, we gave you an opportunity. All you had to do was go out and get yourself a partner that wasn't going to do all the work for you. And just like the sensitive little child you are, you couldn't even do that right. Now, he wants to fight us by himself. I've seen you do a lot of dumb things. You've thrown yourself off buildings, you've set yourself on fire, but I'll be damned if this isn't the dumbest.
Dude, actions have consequences. And you already know the consequences of stepping in the ring with Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, but do you understand the mental consequences of dealing with us? We already took away your TNT title. We cost you that match. Yeah. And what's gonna happen when we pin you in the middle of the ring? You're already a little butthurt after we talked a little bit of trash. Dumb enough to sign up for a hand.
I have never heard a wrestler use butthurt before. Wow.
It works though. It works with this feud.
Step on your body and raise us to the next level.
This is a really solid promo from Page and Sky.
Because it's also pointing out a giant flaw in Darby's character that this feud can use to start character development with, you know?
Yeah, and they just named themselves. Did you catch that?
No, what?
They're the Men of the Year.
Oh.
And here comes Lance for a squash match.
Oh, hey! It's Dollar Store Sami Zayn. You see it, don't you?
Chandler Hawkins. Yeah. Chandler Hawkins. That is a man who either randomly generated his name or just went with his shoot name. Jake's taking out his phone to take pictures.
Chandler Hawkins looks like the man who does a D&D podcast.
Jake's just like, well, that was a nice paycheck.
Alright, cool. Sweet, let's go back to catering.
Oh, the wingman on Dynamite!
Hell yeah.
So we're offering you an official spot in the Wingman Makeover program.
Look, you have two options. Either we rearrange your wardrobe,
Or I can rearrange your face.
you'll do it too.
You'll do it too. I like that. I dig them. They're great.
They're just setting up and building all kinds of stuff tonight. I love it.
Yeah.
Is this a new theme for Nyla?
No, this has been her theme.
Okay, yeah. I just didn't recognize it at first.
The drums feel a little bit more prominent.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Vicky Guerrero have a step stool?
I do not know. You know, it could be called pandery, but I do think it's kind of cool that they turned Nyla face during Pride Month.
Yeah. I don't think she's face though.
No, she's tweener.
It's very much. She came out of the heel tunnel. Tiny blonde women. Oh, it's to make. Oh.
She should just kick it into the ring. Good enough.
She threw it at Vicky.
Oh, she doesn't always take off the jacket.
What's the Japanese say? I don't know enough Japanese.
Probably like legit or something like that.
We mentioned how Nyla Rose disrupted Dr. Britt Baker's championship celebration. You have to remember that Nyla is the only...
I don't know, Layla's not that active on social media, so you don't get much insight into her actual personality.
I don't know. I can see Layla being a weeb. But like, she's not into like the major. She's either into only the major popular seasonal anime, or she is hyper specific. No, I'm a really big fan of this thing and some other anime.
I can see her being somebody who's really into like the big shonen anime.
No. She's into the hyper violent seinen martial arts. Baki the Grappler.
Oh yeah.
Hajime no Ippo. Layla Hirsch, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, sorry for assuming your opinions on anime.
Yeah. But you could always come on our podcast and explain them to us.
That's what wrestlers need, a wrestling podcast where they never talk about wrestling. Just talk about other shit.
Honestly, I don't think that's a market that's been filled yet, though.
I mean...
No. You can go talk to Chris Van Vliet about your wrestling. Come here and talk with us about anime.
Anime...
Transformer.
What? Do you like Transformers? Do you like comics? Oh, what's your favorite comic? Why do I always say comics like that?
Because it's a fun way to say comics.
Comic. Oh, no.
June is Pride Month, and in honor, we have released a special AEW Pride logo T-shirt with 20% of the profits donated to Jasmine, an organization that supports and empowers LGBTQ+ young people in Northeast Florida. Available throughout the month of June.
I love that they go with local Florida charities for all their charity stuff.
I mean, it's probably easier to verify if they're a good charity. And they did, like, when they first started, they did the Susan B. Anthony breast
Susan
cancer.
G. Coleman.
Coleman. Susan B. Anthony's the suffragette who's on the fucking coin.
No, Susan G. Coleman is the one WWE promotes for every year. And like 2 months into, or like a couple weeks into Dynamite having just started, Cody did a thing for them, and everyone, including me, added him and was like, dude, they fucking suck, don't.
Yeah,
and
because
next year he was like, yeah, we're going with someone else.
Because they don't give any money to charity, it's all licensing for themselves.
Yeah. They sue the shit out of people who use, like, pink ribbons and stuff like that.
Unless you license it
without permission.
Yeah. But then they just went like, no, let's just use local charities and all that kind of stuff. God damn. If Puck was a lady...
Though I will say...
Layla Hirsch.
Yeah, Layla Hirsch is great, but also just... Before we get off the subject of Florida, screw you, Florida, for outlawing teaching critical race theory today.
Yeah...
It's fine. AEW will be touring again in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a solid moonsault.
Little ladder climb moonsault. I dig those.
It's very Spider-Man-y.
Yeah.
She's continuing to punish the arm of Nyla Rose, looking for that Jujigatame. She's got it locked in, Nyla. She's in trouble.
Oh no.
Nyla all power.
Slammy.
Damn.
Layla's really good at getting thrown around.
I mean, that is kind of your job description when you're a wrestler shorter than 6 feet tall.
Yeah, but here's the thing about women's wrestlers. There's not really a ton of women's wrestlers that are big enough to throw tiny gals like that around, unless you're Riho. Because Riho is tiny and thin. Layla is
Riho's
tiny
a little baby.
and beefy. You know? It's easy to throw Riho around. She can just jump in the air and the wind will do half the work.
It's a very roundabout way of saying it, but yeah.
Layla do be thick.
Boom, bop, beep, boop, bop. So, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang. Walla, walla, bing, bang.
Whoa! That was a great power bomb.
Hell yeah. So I guess the main event's Hangman and 10 versus... Who are they going up against?
Them peoples?
So, an opponent.
Versus Vacant. They're gonna take on 2 dudes in green screen suits.
Goddamn. Oh, that's...
Oh.
Statement victory by Nyla Rose, who has the AEW Women's World Championship in her sights. And our colleague Tony Schiavone is standing by with the champ, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Ooh, Britt interview.
All right, guys, yes, a win for Nyla Rose. And, of course, a week ago she disrupted the championship celebration. That does not take away from the fact that this lady right here, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, is still the world champion.
You know what, for once, you're right, Tony. And at first, I was freaking furious, Nyla, that you ruined my championship celebration. But then, as your role model, took a second, I took a deep breath, and then I realized, you know what? You look pretty good flipping those damn burgers, so maybe you should stick to that full time. And
Ooh.
if you can, because you sure didn't show little old Layla any.
Fast food worker slam.
Her height disadvantage. I mean, come on. Bless her heart. I would never. But back to me. I've been champion for how long? And I'm already the most superior women's champ this place has ever seen. I mean, the major company endorsements are flying in left and right. And what did you have, Nyla? What did you have? Nothing. But that's okay, because I'll add you to the list of jealous bitches in the back. Oh. But I know why you're coming for this. Because you need this, Nyla, because this title makes you. But with me, I make this title. Just like I made this division, and just like I'm making a whole new era. Yours truly, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Britt is getting really good on the mic.
Yeah. I just thought of a gimmick I'd love to see. They would never do it, but I'd love to see it. If ever Adam Cole leaves WWE, he's the sugar baby to Britt Baker's sugar mama. Hey Britt, can I have like $500? Why do you need $500? Oh, me and some guys were just wanting to go hang out. Okay, fine. Here's 1,000. Sweet.
No way.
God damn. Oh, man. That looks fucking sick.
Next week's card is fucking badass, dude.
Yeah. This was a little bit of a filler Dynamite so far. This this progressed some things, but it wasn't necessarily like, here's big story advancements for any one thing, you know?
All right, Team Taz coming out.
God damn,
Beefy boys.
They look sick together.
They do.
Oh hey, they acknowledged the FTW champion.
Mm-hmm.
But Taz, I have to ask, how's everything going between the Machine, Brian Cage, and the rest of Team Taz? Everything's okay. Everything is okay. A ringing endorsement.
Team Taz is okay.
Tony, earlier tonight you said it was a heartbreaking loss for Dark Order. They have a chance to redeem themselves here tonight with this man, number 10, Preston Vance.
Anybody can match the power. If anybody can match the power of the two men who first came to the ring, it might be Dark Order's number 10.
From Aaron's Creek, Virginia, weighing 229 pounds, Hangman Adam Page.
One of the biggest ovations of the entire Double or Nothing was when Adam Page was introduced.
And just over a week ago, big ovation.
Page has lost all sense of time.
Same.
Might be a happy Thanksgiving in the Hangman household.
I think their own little hook. I think them have a very late fall is going to be a joyous time for Hangman Adam Page.
There'll be a lot of falling in this match when Hobbs and Cage drop Adam Hangman Page on his damn head.
Before this match gets too far. Whoa.
Oh man, immediate big beefy boy moments.
Immediately smashing the shoulder into the midsection of Hangman Adam Page. AEW Dynamite returns live right here to Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. Their special Saturday Night Dynamite live June 26th at 8 p.m. Tickets on sale right now. AEWTIX.com. The main event that night will be Jungle Boy challenging Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship. AEWTIX.com.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, that's the thing.
Great counter.
Having them scouted is the key.
These two men know each other so well. Hangman Page, standing shooting star.
God damn.
Had an amazing match at Double or Nothing, these two.
Yes, yeah, we came up a little short on that, a little backfire, but that's okay. Remember, okay, Brian Cage has a victory over Hangman in the past here on Dynamite, so we're in good shape right now.
Oh, that was a great counter.
One thing about Team Taz, you're always prepared. I got to give you that.
That's what we tried, Tony.
Cage just flipping Hangman inside out.
Into a backbreaker. Really good looking backbreaker.
And this orange and black motif, Tony has
Oh,
been
man.
34 years.
A little less than that, but I get it.
Yeah, but it's been the trademark of Taz and now Team Taz.
Well, it's called branding, man.
I get that. Oh, wow.
Big elbow strike by Hangman Adam Page. And now 10 after getting the blind tag, laying some shots on the Machine.
Well, 10, speaking of heavy hitters, 10 is definitely...
Love Taz trying to do influencer speak on commentary and everybody just dunking on him for it.
The young man in the mask to notch his gun. Great flexibility for
I wonder when they're gonna unmask 10. When they're gonna let his face fly.
I feel like that's gonna be the start of a big face run for him.
Yeah.
Like a championship push.
Now, 10 was really Brody's pick of the litter.
He was Mr. Brody Lee's personal project here in AEW, but now Team Taz dominating. Preston Vance, there we go, Preston Hunter here. Deep hook.
Right before that tag, Hobbs did the right thing by shutting down with that knee to the back to Vance. 10.
Powerhouse Hobbs. Placing 10 across that center strand, the middle rope.
Let's cut this ring in half now, guys. Let's not let Vance anywhere. Let's not let him anywhere near Hangman.
For Bryce Remsburg admonishing Powerhouse Hobbs, asking for the clean break.
Man, you'd have to do a lot of erroneous homework, Taz, to screw up with these two guys.
Well, good point. JR. I agree with you.
They got everything.
They sure do.
Massive kick
Oh, come on, Powerhouse. Don't mock the Dark Order.
Come on, Hobbs. I know there's still good in you. Gotta love bypassing those advertisement interruptions.
Advertisement. Big beefy boys. Could you make bacon out of beef?
You could, but you'd have to be very careful.
Or is that what corned beef is?
It would be, actually.
Love me some corned beef.
So don't go making me hungry before bed. Don't go making me hungry before bed, you fucker.
No, it's really good corned beef and hash. With an egg cracked in it.
Ooh.
Now, I had biscuits and gravy for dinner today.
Yeah, I've been doing scrambled eggs and sausage all this week.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of a lot of breakfast foods, mainly because so many of them are too sweet. I'd much rather have something savory in the morning.
So I've always been a big breakfast food guy. Cereal for dinner was a staple in my household growing up.
And like, if I want breakfast, biscuits and gravy is like default. Like that's.
Oh yeah, biscuits and gravy is the fucking best. I haven't had it in a long time though, ever since I started dieting. But I do be fucking with them eggs.
Corned beef and hash, of course.
I make protein pancakes occasionally. Those are good.
Something I'm not saying is breakfast food, but I do it a lot. I just get like a potato, peel it, chop it, fry it up as like little pan fried French fries.
Oh my God! Brian Cage just did a 619.
Hell yeah! God damn. That's good.
That's great fucking booking.
Oh man, is Team Taz gonna win?
Damn.
Ooh, that was fucking sick. God, man. It's getting late. It's getting late, folks.
Yeah. But JR on commentary doing a great job of putting over and contextualizing why just being in the main event of Dynamite is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And Cage still not wanting to use the championship to win. Oh shit! It's just Hobbs and Vance now. Let's go.
Hell yeah, boys.
Oh, Hangman for the save. This match has been some great storytelling.
Oh yeah.
Things are disintegrating with Team Taz. Can Powerhouse Hobbs overcome the odds here tonight? After that massive spine buster on Preston Vance, he goes for it again. Vance floats over the ripcord. Into the corner. Hobbs on roller skates.
Hell yeah. Preston gets the
fucking great.
Preston gets the pin. Hangman gets the finisher. Everybody looks great. Oh man.
Characters adequately developed. This is my kind of wrestling right here.
Yeah.
And we had a great tangent about breakfast food right in the middle of the match.
Hell yeah.
This is consummate us enjoying wrestling.
This is this is a very cromulent podcast right now.
Hell yeah. And Dark Order coming out and celebrating.
With beers and water. Because Colt's the designated driver.
And there's a child.
Hell yeah. Oh, John Silver being a fucking weirdo drinking beer. Oh man.
Are they Friday again next week? I thought next week was Saturday.
Next week is Friday.
Okay.
Alright, so that was AEW Dynamite this week. Any final thoughts, Vac?
This was a very slow to start episode of Dynamite. And it didn't really get going like you'd expect Dynamite to until the main event, but there was a lot of nice little things building and starting various feuds during the middle of the show. Very promo heavy episode. They kept the promos varied a lot of different types of promos, but still a lot going on. Couple solid matches. The TNT Championship match obviously was great. Both the tag matches were great. As I mentioned, I loved getting to see Darby and Sting finally actually talk to each other instead of just talking at the camera about each other or sharing looks. And the stuff with Pinnacle and Inner Circle was great. So, solid episode all around.
I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. This is the closest AEW gets to a filler episode.
Mm-hmm.
They basically keep the plate spinning. They keep you engaged. They maybe hint at a few things upcoming and build on one or two storylines. But overall, it's just kind of like status quo. Here's some good matches. They aren't the best matches, but they're good. They're solid.
And they probably also figured out that they're not pulling great numbers on Friday night. So they might be going like, all right, let's just pump the brakes a little until we get on the road again.
That, but also they may be wanting to save themselves up for the road. Go out with a bang, Put your best foot forward.
That is definitely the saying.
Yeah. So it's not the greatest episode of Dynamite, but it was solid. I'm not disappointed in it. It's just more like, oh, okay, cool, episode of Dynamite.
Yeah, definitely.
But in the meantime, buddy boy, would you like to plug your shit?
I would love to plug my shit. Hey, everybody, I'm the Vacuuminator. I am a YouTuber who has done a great many type of things, but right now, I'm doing toy reviews on my channel. Classic, behind the camera, my hands coming out from the sides and just grabbing the thing and messing with it and talking about it style toy reviews. We're taking things a little back to basics on my channel at the moment, and I've done 2 of those videos so far. The latest one isn't pulling great numbers, but maybe some of you listeners to this podcast will want to check it out because it is a review of the AEW Unrivaled Collection Series 2 Dustin Rhodes. So definitely go check that out on my channel, youtube.com/thevacuuminator. That is spelled TheVacuuminator. And definitely stick around for the next one coming up because I'm going to be taking my first look at the G.I. Joe Classified series of 6-inch action figures that is still relatively new in the toy landscape, much like the AEW figures. If you want to keep up with me on social media, I'm on Twitter @thevacuuminator, and I'm on Instagram @the_vacuuminator. So definitely go follow me on all 3 of those platforms if you don't mind.
Heckle. I am Chris Boingo Writer Gaston. I do video essays and editorials. You can find me at Boingo Writer on YouTube. Search for it. It's easy enough. I'm on Instagram and on Twitter at Boingo_writer. And you can also find me on this YouTube channel, Modular Media, where we also do other podcasts, including Modular Components, where it's just a hangout sesh. And No Price Podcast, where we talk about Marvel Comics, movies, merchandise, and more with me and Vac here. We're going to start talking about Loki as it's airing now. And, hey, Vac, you want to talk about any other podcasts that we do on Modular Media?
Yes, our final podcast that we do here on Modular Media is Twit, or This Week in Toku, with myself and Buster Core, where we talk about all kinds of news and new releases from the world of live-action Japanese special effects shows and movies. In the latest episode, we talked about the current Super Sentai series' newest episode. We talked about a bunch of news and things, and we gushed for way longer than we probably should have because we try not to go long on older stuff, but we talked for probably like a full 15-20 minutes about how much we both love Shin Godzilla because Buster watched it for the first time last week.
Hell yeah.
There's exciting stuff coming up for that show. We just had a Power Rangers Fan First Friday, which was a bit of a shit show in the fandom from what I heard. I didn't mind the reveals, though they were very predictable. But we'll talk more about that this week on This Week in Toku.
Yeah, and if you are watching this on YouTube, remember to leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe to the channel so you can see this podcast and more, as well as upcoming announcements for other future projects that we might have wanting to float around. Say, a certain kind of a radio show?
Might be something like that. Might be some other stuff. Who knows?
And if you're listening to this on a podcasting platform of your choice and choosing, hey, follow us on your podcasting platform choice of choosing. And tell people about the podcast in a general sense. It helps us out. Best way to help us out, in fact. And this is Modular Media Wrestling Podcast. V-Man, V-Dog, V-Regard Q-Kazoo, version less than 1, Victory Buster, Brave, Carolina Man.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of any other goofy nicknames I can use with V in it. Velocitron. Real quick, remind me after this about the dinosaur show. Do you have
the dinosaur show?
Yes. What was the other thing I told you to remind you about? I said earlier.
I forgot it.
I need to post it. It was a video I was going to share with you. But anyway, do you have any final words?
Yes. I'm not going to... I've been doing the incoherent thing for a couple weeks now. It's been nice. It's a cool little gimmick. I might bring it back next week, but, this week I think I'm just going to leave everybody with a very simple, very straight and to the point statement.
Layla Hirsch could kick me in the stomach and I'd thank her.
You know, see, here's the thing. It's funny when I push you into the simp hole. It's not funny when you fall into it yourself.
I didn't fall, buddy. I fucking dived into it.
I didn't choose the simp life. The simp life chose me.